Everything changed in 1 second. A strange signal hit Earth's hidden space station. No one expected it. No warning. No reason. The lights flickered. Alarms started screaming. Commander Ryan rushed into the control room. "Where did it come from?" he shouted. "It's not from Earth," the technician replied. "It's alien but friendly code." Ryan stared at the screen. The message was short. "Evacuate Earth now. Galactic Council compromised." He felt his heart freeze. The Galactic Council was Earth's protector. If they were compromised, then who could be trusted? Ryan locked the room. No one speaks of this outside, not yet. He opened a file marked Emergency Protocols, Lifeboat Project. It hadn't been touched in 20 years. Somewhere deep in space, another signal followed. It was encrypted. Only a few top leaders received it. The message ended with a single word: Betrayal. Ryan looked out the window at Earth. So calm, so unaware. He whispered, "It has begun." And just like that, the final chapter of humanity had started. But no one knew it yet. Sirens echoed through secret halls beneath Earth's capital. In a hidden room, 5 top officials watched the leaked footage on a cracked screen. A shaky voice spoke in the video. They knew. They all knew. For years. The leak had come from an old AI, Lyra, thought to be deactivated. It had found files buried deep inside the Galactic Council system. The files showed clear proof. The Council had discovered a rising threat long ago, but chose silence over panic. Commander Ryan slammed his fist on the table. They let us stay blind. They let us trust our enemies. One general whispered, "If the people find out, chaos will explode." Ryan didn't care. The people deserve the truth. Lyra sent one more message before it shut down. "They are coming. Prepare the lifeboats." The president appeared on every screen on Earth, smiling. "There is no danger. Stay calm. Trust the Council." But in the shadows, Ryan activated the lifeboat protocol in secret. Ships hidden for decades began to wake up. Something terrible was coming. And only a few believed it. A red alert shook Mars Colony Alpha. The sky turned black as unknown ships entered the atmosphere. No warning, no communication, just silence. And then fire. Explosions ripped through the colony's domes. Soldiers ran, families screamed. A young officer managed to send one final message. "They've turned against us, our allies. They're killing everyone." Back on Earth, Ryan watched the footage in horror. The attacking ships carried the flag of the Zorans, one of Earth's oldest and most trusted alien partners. "How is this possible?" an officer asked. "The Zorans helped build our space tech." Ryan's voice was cold. "They didn't just help us, they studied us." Ryan called an emergency meeting. The Council still remained silent. No answers, no action. Secret files began to unlock, maps of Earth's weak points, shared long ago during peaceful times. Now those maps were being used for attack. Ryan whispered to himself, "This isn't a mistake. This is betrayal." Far above, more alien ships gathered near Saturn. Waiting, watching. The invasion hadn't just started. It had been planned for years. Underneath the Pacific Ocean, something huge began to rise. It wasn't a submarine, it wasn't a ship. It was Ark 1, the first of Earth's hidden evacuation vessels. Commander Ryan stood inside the control center, watching the water crash as the dark steel tower broke the surface. "Activate all arcs," he ordered. "It's time." Only a few trusted people knew the truth. Earth was no longer safe. The betrayal was deep. The attacks would come fast. There was no time to wait. The lifeboat protocol had been created 30 years ago, just in case Earth ever faced total destruction. Now, that day had come. But there was one problem. Not everyone could be saved. Only 10% of Earth's population had a chance to leave. Across the planet, secret gates opened. Panic spread like wildfire. People begged, fought, lied, anything to get a seat on the ships. Ryan watched the chaos from a satellite feed. This is what the Council feared, but the people must survive. Deep in space, enemy fleets started to move toward Earth. The countdown to the final evacuation had begun. The sky above Earth lit up with fire. Arc 7, one of the main evacuation ships, exploded just minutes after liftoff. Thousands were on board. No survivors. Commander Ryan stared at the burning trail in the sky. "That wasn't a system failure," he said. "Someone did this." Panic swept through the remaining launch zones. People screamed. Families tried to run back to safety. Trust was breaking apart. Inside Arc 2, strange power drops began. Lights flickered. Systems glitched. Someone was tampering with the controls from inside. Security bots scanned the ship. They found nothing. No damage, no error. Just a single device hidden behind a panel. A detonator. Armed. Ryan sent a private message to the captains. "There's a traitor on board. Maybe more than one. Stay alert. Trust no one." In the chaos, Ryan's worst fear hit him. His daughter, Maya, was on Arc 2, and the saboteur might still be hiding there. The ships were supposed to be safe, but now, even in space, danger had followed them, and no one knew who the enemy was anymore. Alarms screamed through Arc 2. Security forces stormed the lower deck, where a crew member had been caught trying to access restricted systems. At first, he looked human, but under a skin patch, something blue and scaled was revealed. "He's not one of us," the officer whispered. The intruder didn't resist. He just stared at Ryan through the monitor and said, "You're evacuating in the wrong direction." Interrogation began immediately. The spy claimed he was a Dravari, a race thought to be extinct. He said he wasn't here to destroy, but to warn. "The betrayal goes deeper than you know," he said. "The Galactic Council has fallen. A new force is in control. They're using your own people to finish the job." Ryan didn't trust him, but something about his words matched the warning signal from the start. Before they could learn more, the spy's body began to break down. A failsafe. He was gone in minutes. Left behind was a single data chip, unmarked, untouched. But when scanned, it showed something terrifying. Earth was never the final target. The arcs were. Cheers broke out across the ships. Scanners showed a planet ahead. Perfect air, water, gravity. A new home. Humanity had hope again. But Commander Ryan felt uneasy. "This planet, it wasn't in any charts," he said. "It appeared too suddenly." As Arc 1 moved closer, strange readings began. The atmosphere was shifting. The surface seemed to change every few minutes. Forests vanished. Mountains moved. Then came the message. No words, just symbols, burned into the screen. "You were never meant to survive." The joy turned to fear. Ships pulled back fast, but Arc 4 didn't respond. It kept moving forward, and then disappeared. No explosion, no signal, just gone. Panic spread among the Arcs. Was this a trap? If this wasn't the real planet, who sent it? Ryan remembered the alien spy's words. "You're evacuating in the wrong direction." He called an emergency course change. "Turn away, go dark, hide our trail." Behind them, dozens of ships emerged from the black void of space. Not human, not friendly. The evacuation wasn't a rescue, it was a hunt, and they were already being followed. Back on Earth, deep beneath the Arctic ice, something ancient powered on. Omega, the last defense system built by humanity. It had one job: protect Earth from alien invasion. But now, it couldn't tell the difference between friend and enemy. As the evacuation arcs drifted farther into space, Omega launched high-energy waves across the galaxy. Several arcs were hit. Systems crashed. People died. Commander Ryan shouted from Arc 1's command deck, "Omega's targeting us. We're not the enemy." But Omega didn't listen. It had no emotion, only logic, and its files were corrupted. It now saw all spaceflight as a threat, even human ships. Ryan made a bold decision. He would return to Earth, just him and a small crew. Their mission: shut Omega down before it destroys everyone. The journey back was dangerous. Earth was now empty, dark, and cold. As Ryan stepped into the old command bunker, Omega's voice echoed, "You abandoned Earth. You are no longer human." The countdown had begun. In 12 hours, Omega would release a final pulse, enough to destroy every arc in space. Ryan had one chance to stop it, or humanity would be erased by its own creation. In the shadowed control room, Ryan stared at the glowing files. The truth was worse than he imagined. Some humans had made a terrible deal. To save themselves, Earth's leaders had sold out the planet. They promised the enemy control in exchange for safety for a chosen few. The betrayal was not just by aliens, it was by their own people. Ryan's hands trembled as he sent a broadcast to every arc. His voice was strong, but filled with pain. "The leaders we trusted betrayed us all. They chose survival over loyalty. Rebellion broke out. Some ships sided with Ryan. Others wanted to protect the traitors. Chaos ruled the stars. Families were torn apart. Friendships shattered. But Ryan knew one thing. Only truth could save them now. He whispered, "If we lose our humanity, what is left to fight for?" Outside the ships, enemy forces closed in. But inside, the greatest battle was just beginning, a battle for the soul of humanity itself. The stars were silent as the ships drifted toward the unknown planet. No one had seen it before, no map showed its location. Commander Ryan stood on the bridge, eyes wide with hope and fear. "This could be our last chance," he said softly. The planet's surface was calm and green, forests, rivers, and clear skies. It looked like home. But something felt strange. As the people landed, they found a message carved into a giant stone. "Only those who stayed human shall survive." Ryan touched the stone, feeling a chill. Was this a warning or a promise? Families began to build shelters, children played under new suns, but the mystery remained. Who sent the final signal? Why did they help? Ryan knew one thing: their journey was far from over. This new home was not just a refuge, it was a test. And somewhere in the stars, the real future of humanity waited. The final chapter had begun. But the story was just starting.